Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of GTA Online. Did you know this is a series that I'm going to be continuing over the next couple of months, showing you guys each week something that you may not know about the game. And today, what we're going to be taking a look at are the small details that Rockstar put into the game that you've just never noticed. So if you guys do enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop it a like. And if you like this series, please subscribe so you don't miss it every single Saturday. Now we'll start off with some of the ones that you may have seen. These are probably the most common ones. But did you actually know that bugs, like little cockroaches and stuff, will spawn or will be in the convenience stores sometimes? You'll find them underneath like the beer and underneath some of the aisles. But I thought that was a really cool touch because, I mean, if you've gone in some convenience stores in real life, especially if it's somewhat of a rundown one, that's pretty accurate. The other one that most people probably know about is the insects. Sometimes you will see little butterflies flying around, and that's the one that I'm sure most people knew. But did you know there was actually some other little insects? The one that I found was this, I guess it's a wasp. I don't exactly know what sort of insect this is, but you can see it's fairly detailed for what it is. I mean, rarely do you ever see this in online unless you're really looking for it, but Rockstar still put that time, still put that effort into making it look pretty realistic. One of my favorites, and I've known about this for a while because someone actually told me about it a couple years ago, but it's something that I feel like a lot of people do not know. If you shoot one of the gumdrop machines, it explodes and all of the little candies, all the little gumdrops, they explode with it. I thought that was really cool, really fun little thing to have happen in the game. Another small detail is something that happens when you're driving one of the recycling trucks in the game. I believe it only happens on certain ones, so if you find one in online and it's not happening, that's probably not the right one. But when you're actually driving at a pretty decent speed, little debris will actually fly off. And I really like that little detail because in real life, that sort of stuff happens. And it's actually kind of nice that they put that into the game to have happen. One of my favorite little details that they put in that you'll notice if you're flying over it, the way the water and the rivers and the ocean, the way they come together just looks amazing. If you fly around, you'll notice the way the water changes colors. One of the most notable examples, if you're flying near Fort Zancudo, go where the marsh goes into the ocean. There's this really big muddy area because you have all the mud coming from the marsh going in the ocean. I thought that's fantastic. And the same thing applies when you're just driving or flying around, when you're going like to certain beach areas, or there's the other river that goes out into the ocean. You have some, the way the water just blends together there is really awesome looking and realistic looking. And just flying around, especially the north of the map, you'll notice a lot of just those small water details that Rockstar put in that make the game, again, more believable. This next one shocked me. I had no idea the level of detail or the texture quality was this good. If you call in a flare, if you call Merryweather to get a flare in your hand, now you can't really see it when it's in your hand because there's no way to really look at it. But if you like go into the Rockstar editor and you actually take a look at that flare, it has full instructions and it has a full warning label in pretty high quality. Like, you can actually make this out and read it. This one really blew me away because, like I was saying, when do you ever see that? No one really is ever going to see that, but Rockstar went in and actually made that look realistic. And to me, honestly, the most shocking part was that the directions and the warning was like a legit warning, and they're legit directions. They're not something that's making fun of it. So it says, you know, click, pull out the black end until engaged, unscrew the cap, point away, pull out sharply to fire it, and then hold at arm's length. Smoke ejects after 3 seconds. And then as for the warning, it says red smoke hand flare distress signal for day or night use. Use only when aircraft or vessel is sighted. Caution, stand with back to the wind and point away from body when igniting or flare is burning. To prevent injury, used only in accordance with instructions, and observe all warnings. So that one really stood out to me as Rockstar going the extra mile to make the game, or to make something in the game just that much better. And then the final one, this one is the one I had no idea, and I completely stumbled on it by accident. I was up in Mount Chiliad area, and my car fell into the river and it died. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in the river and let it take me downstream. And I've been playing the game for 4 years. Now, granted, I don't spend a lot of time in this river, but what ends up happening at certain points in the river, you will actually see leaves and sticks and other debris flowing down with you. And if you think about it, that would make total sense because there's a bunch of trees and a bunch of leaves and stuff in that area. So to have them flow down the river with me was such an awesome touch. And I was really, really surprised when I actually first saw that. Now, it doesn't actually flow all the way down the river. I believe at a certain point, it sort of just vanishes into thin air. Just because I feel like flowing down the river, that would actually make it like an object and stuff. But I just thought this was really, really awesome and such an important and such a small detail that just made me appreciate the game a lot more. But there you guys have it. That is this episode of GTA Online Did You Know? Those were some small details of Los Santos that you may not have known. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of all of them, and do you also appreciate these small little details that Rockstar put into the game? But anyway, that is it. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for these, like I said, every single Saturday, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.